Hello, everyone. My name is Evan Mitchell. I'm the music director of the Kingston Symphony Orchestra. I'm here with Amelia Lyon, our principal flute.
Hello.
We're here to talk about Cuphead. Cuphead is a game that was released by indie Canadian studio MDHR. It was originally released in 2017. And, oops, sorry, I'm just muting myself here. Trying to deal with.
Well, I can talk.
There we go. There we go. You can talk. Here we go.
I can talk.
I got it. So, uh, this was a game that was released in 2017. It's based on the art style and general aesthetic of Disney Animation Studios, as well as Max Fleischer and Warner Brothers cartoons from the middle of the 20th century. It was directed by two brothers. I think it was Chris and Jared Moldenhauer, the Moldenhauer brother, maybe Chad. Sorry, Chad and Jared Moldenhauer, who at one point they actually refinanced their home to be able to pay for the completion of the game during its development. They were so committed to it.
Wow, that was worth it though, clearly.
Well, no kidding. So the whole game is hand drawn and animated at 24 frames per second in the classic hand drawn Disney style. And so the process of bringing all the characters to life is painstaking and slow. Um, but in keeping with the style of the golden age of animation, there is a soundtrack composed by Toronto composer Christopher Madigan, and it features a jazz band, as you would expect for the time, and also a symphonic influence, kind of in the vein of Max Steiner and Korngold. Now, the game was a huge success. It sold about 6 million copies. And so, over the course of the pandemic, the game studio decided to make an add on to the game, often known as DLC or downloadable content. In a rather cute manner, this DLC becomes literal in that it is titled The Delicious Last Course.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, speaking as not really what I would call myself a gamer, I didn't get that because
Ah.
my husband kept being like, "Well, yeah, the DLC," and he was sort of tossing it off real, and I was like, "How come you can remember what it's called?" I was like, "Come on, James, how
I
are you
mean, I
so
think
with it?"
you'd probably remember because it's the delicious last
I thought
course.
that's what it stood for. I
Yeah.
mean, it does,
Yeah.
but I thought that's all it stood for.
So Amelia is here today because she, along with Melissa Scott, who unfortunately is not able to be here with us today, were asked to record on this soundtrack. And so today we're going to play a bit of the game and have a discussion about the music and the process and everything. And of course, this is the first of a few promotions we're going to be putting together for our upcoming video game concert, the first in the Kingston Symphony's history. And that's going to be on Saturday, November the 12th at the Isabel in Kingston. It's going to be incredible, featuring music from Mario and Zelda and Final Fantasy, Mega Man, much, much more as well.
Mega Man, so
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, some great, like an absolutely wonderful
I am very much looking forward to that show, quite genuinely.
Mega Man. Well, it's actually, coincidentally, it's going to be, I think I have told you, it's a huge show for flute. So there you go.
Yeah. Flute and alto flute and ocarina.
Oh, no spoilers.
No spoilers? Oh, sorry.
So now the
Evan didn't
nature.
tell me what not to say in
No, I know,
advance.
I know. The nature of juggling the audio here is a little tricky with me being in house and Amelia remotely. So just make sure to tell me if you can't hear anything. If there are any issues, I'll try and fix them. So let's take a look at this title screen. This is one of the tracks that was recorded. I don't know if Amelia was part of this.
This one I was part of. I'm pretty sure.
The big title, the Cuphead, that one?
Ogman
Yeah.
and yeah, because it's
Here
the
we go.
DLC title music. It's not the original Cuphead title music, which is different.
Here it is.
It's a delicious last course. Oh, the delicious last course. One can eat and fill and still stay until it's a delicious last course. It's a delicious last course. Oh, that delicious last course. There's sharp cakes and pies, a dozen scones, oh my, for that delicious last course. Oh,
Okay, so we get the idea.
The vocalists that they got for this were fabulous.
Oh,
Really cool. They had a lot of this recorded already before they brought us in. I think we were one of the last that we recorded in small sections because it was the pandemic and we couldn't do it in big groups. And we did the woodwinds, the 8 of us in one group, and they had all of this recorded already. So we got to kind of play along with it a little bit in bits and pieces. And it was very, very cool to hear the singers they got. Like, it sounds like it's of a time.
Yeah.
The voices are really quite something.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about uh, the process of recording. So this was during the pandemic, so there were pandemic restrictions. There were more intensive than they currently are. For those who saw the trailer for the Cuphead DLC that we've linked, and the one that was sort of put together in promotion for this, there was like some isolation there, some distancing, these kind of things, which is more common actually in the recording world, of course, to be able to get some isolation on the individual tracks. What was that like?
Um, it was definitely strange. It was, as someone whose career has chiefly been, standard symphonic music, playing in large groups and playing everything
Yeah.
together. Um, I've done some, studio recording in my life, but not so much as to say that it isn't always kind of a new experience when I do get to do it.
Uh huh.
Um, they the first time for the first Cuphead game, the like OG, they did it with a smaller group that, like, as you say, they weren't sure how it was going to be received or how it was going to go, and it was all kind of a brand new thing. So the band they used for that was a lot smaller, but of course, due to the success of the original Cuphead, they had tons of support and also just a lot more to work with, and so they were able to use like lots of singers, like winds, brass, strings, all kinds of stuff. A much 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 bigger group with
Uh
double
huh.
winds. They didn't have double winds. They didn't have two flutes, two oboes, that kind of thing on the original.
Single
Um,
players.
yeah, single player and probably maybe not even a full section. I can't say for sure because I wasn't there. But it was certainly quite a bit smaller. And so when we did it, it was much bigger and thus had to be broken into tiny groups. So we did ours with just the 8 winds, 2 flutes, oboes, clarinets, and bassoons, and each of us had like a little kind of open pod. So I had a wall between me and Laura, who was playing the principal flute, and you'll hear her play piccolo and recorder and transverso and like a whole bunch of other woodwind instruments throughout the DLC. It's very cool. But we were all had like walls between us, and we of course had to be masked anytime we weren't playing.
Uh huh.
And it was definitely unusual. I could not hear very well because we were that much farther apart, and of course we have to use headphones and all that stuff. And so we have a click track, and that helps. But due to a snafu on the day, we actually didn't have a conductor. And I remember sort of feeling like they really had a lot of faith in us by not, finding somebody to lead us, because we just, they said go and they turned the click track on and we started. So it was definitely not the most comfortable musically, but it was a ton of fun. It was, a lot of really solid musicians in one room working together on something. Most of us hadn't had a gig in months, or even in my case, over a year at that point. Not really anyway. I'd done some at home recording, so it was the first time I was getting any kind of um uh you know what I would call real work in a really long time. So it was wonderful. It was very exciting. Strange and a little uncomfortable, but definitely very exciting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the funny thing is that actually sort of that kind of process more or less outlines the way that the Kingston Symphony did a lot of our,
Hmm.
we did a lot of stuff with the click
Yep,
track and just by
very
yourself
similar.
with a lot of isolation. Here, I'm going to take a trip over to the DLC island. I'll turn
Yeah,
the game music back on here.
aisle two.
This is so I actually started a new file just to be able to see this cutscene again, because there is in fact
Music for the cutscene.
music for the cutscene. So here we go. Let us depart. So this is the trip to Chef Saltbaker's Isle.
Lots of banjo in this, which I, of course, very much appreciate.
Oh, very good. That sounds pretty creepy.
Ominous.
So there's a little Laura on piccolo.
Yeah. I like this kind of like jug band style they have for a lot of these.
So this character, Miss Chalice, is someone who you encounter in the main game as a ghost that you free from a couple of mausoleums.
Yeah, we never got that far. Too hard.
In this case, she becomes a playable character with a couple of unique capabilities. I will not be playing as Miss Chalice because the control scheme ends up being a little inverted to what I'm used to. So I'll just play through it all as Cuphead. But the purpose of today is to listen to the music anyway. So
There's a Cuphead TV show too.
yeah, it's become a very big deal. Well, the thing is, this was like this is actually really extraordinary. Like all of this was literally done in the manner of the old Disney cartoons of the Max
Yeah.
Fleischer cartoon.
Yeah, early Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. So Chef Saltbaker needs to get all of the these ingredients to be able to make a cookie to make Blood in Miss Chalice be able to stay as a corporeal
On this plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On this plane.
She's a ghost right now, basically.
She's a
She
ghost
can
right
only
now, yeah.
come out of it bits and pieces.
Yeah. So now we can get a charm to play as her, but the purpose of this is to bring all of these, to beat all these bosses, to get the recipe, and then bring these special ingredients back to Chef Saltbaker, who, plot twist, is the big bad guy at the very end of it.
No, I didn't know that. I thought he looked sinister. I didn't know that. Oh, spoiler alert.
Sorry. So now the thing is, okay, so we've got that charm, so we can play as Mrs. Chalice.
He does
here.
look a little sinister. I thought he looked sinister, but I was also like, sometimes they kind of do in like
Yeah.
like those big old eyes.
So basically, if I pop on the astral cookie charm, then I'll play as Mrs. Chalice, and there's like a little tutorial here to be able to showcase.
Yeah, I did this yesterday when I downloaded the game. She is a bit backwards. I was like, why am I so much worse? I mean, I'm worse because it's hard and I haven't played it in a little while, but...
Oops.
Oh, you can scoot by that little thing.
Yeah, that's why you see on the right-hand side, there's the 3 different...
Yes, I just didn't... How can you get that coin up there? Oh, come on. I didn't see the other pink one. See, this is... Evan's just better at this stuff than...
So let's see. Double jump, parry dash. Yes.
Yeah, double jump and then a parry dash over, and you should be able to grab that.
Yeah,
What? Nice.
Now, so what I'm going to do for the moment is I'm going to get away from this, and I'm going to go to my file where I've already beat everybody, and I just have a couple more charms and things like that.
I do really like the walking around music too that they have for the second island.
Quite lovely. All right, so yes, this is my. There we go. My main file. All right, so we're going to start with basically. So here's the thing. I downloaded this yesterday. I played through it. It took me about, I would say, 2.5 hours to go through everything. We're not gonna hold you for it's a little bite-sized bit of there you go, a dessert, a delicious last course.
For those scoring at home, it may have taken him 2.5 hours to beat the whole game. My husband and I played it for probably about 2.5 hours, and we beat like 2 bosses on the simple level. This game is notoriously quite difficult, and
It's very,
obviously
very
this is
hard.
Evan's area of expertise, but it is still remarkably impressive that he was able to beat that game in that tiny amount of time.
So let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna. So the charm that I'm going to be using here is let's see what have I got for my shot A, shot B. Very good. My charm is going to be one that gives me extra hearts, but less attack power. I'm going to play through everything on simple, so we can listen to the music, get a sense of it.
Do you unlock an expert setting if you beat
when
it?
you beat the game. Yeah.
Stop.
I mean, I can try it out. I mean, this is so the
No,
thing is,
let's not put us through.
this is the very first. I've also turned off the sound effects, and I have put on.
Good idea.
I'll just put just music here. So this is one of the jazz band ones, obviously. Oh, whoops! The geese are going to get me. Yeah, of course, that one that I'm on goes upwards into the geese.
Of course. I love the Canada geese. Feel represented. Hold on, I have to yell at my cat.
All right, so with the simple game mode, you basically have 2 phases on bosses as opposed to 3.
Look at him. Yeah, see, we never even got this far with this boss.
Oh yeah, that first phase is ridiculous. It's quite difficult.
I often find actually that you would think it would get harder, but a lot of the time the first phase is sometimes harder than the second or third.
Well, this one, the worst one, is the 3rd phase, and if I
Is it?
yeah. Oops. Well, I'm actually I might even die here because I've been I'm so used to
Distracted? Yeah, but you've got a full charge. You want to use it? Or are you saving that?
That's a good idea. There we go.
There you go.
Porcelain power. What's that? Defeat a boss with a super art. Oh, okay, I see.
You must have done that before.
Nope. I guess not.
That's crazy.
So this will give me like a D, I think. Oh, C minus. There we
C
go.
minus.
Yeah.
Not beating your top grade.
Oh well, no, I can't on simple.
Oh, you weren't simple. My apologies.
You get,
Of course.
you
Yeah,
get
you didn't
points
get to the
down.
third.
So we'll move over here.
I
This
think
is
if we go to the Ant-Man, I think I played on these tunes, but I can't remember for sure.
Okay. Let me.
I should have paid more attention when we were recording these. They were just numbers. No, I didn't play on this one. They were like 218, 3 dash whatever.
Oh sure.
They weren't named. I mean, they were keeping a lot of it a secret too.
It was funny because one of the ones that they released was it's called like High Noon.
High Noon Hoopla.
High Noon Hoopla.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, how delightful! And it's like one of the nastiest stages. It's so.
It's a great level. That's the one with the donkey. Is it a donkey? No, it's a cow.
It's a cow, and you're in a plane.
Yeah. I like that one a lot though. The cow shoots snake oil at you.
Yeah. All right, so these will all blow up, and then this.
God.
We'll bring in the.
You still have 5 lives.
Yeah, it's interesting. I find that the difficulty between simple and regular is it's like quite a leap.
Yeah. I haven't played this on regular. I've only played it on simple. So this is very cool. The like thing that's hurting you here. She's got the gramophone or whatever in the middle of the thing there, and it has 2 different colors of music coming out of it, and one turns yellow and then it turns pink, and the pink one or red will hurt you, and you have to dodge it as it moves around. But I also really like that they chose to distort the music when the red one is out. It's like that much more frenetic and hard to focus on what is happening because you're like, ah.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So that's
Can you get to the king in the sky, or once you beat it, does he not come down anymore?
No, he allows you. We'll do some of those because I think that you're
I think I know I play on at least one of those. Yeah.
Yeah. So you played flute and you played alto flute.
Little
right?
tiny bit of alto flute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chiefly just flute on this one.
So the way that it works orchestrally is if you play more than one instrument, which sometimes wind players will do. They'll play, for example, in Amelia's case, flute and alto flute. You get a doubling. Did you happen to get a doubling, or was it just a straight?
Oh no, this was a very very strict union gig where they were very careful about paying us properly. There was I did get a doubling on this to talk about sensitive stuff.
Oh well, this is the thing is that like there's more money in that side of things. I do a lot of I do a lot of movie scores live in concert, and so I hear the stories about the original recording sessions. And one of the craziest stories I ever heard actually was for when I was doing Skyfall.
The budget they must have had for that.
Yeah, so they had 8 trumpets,
awesome.
And they had one person who was just there to do the stuff where there was mutes, so that the principal player wouldn't have had to like take the time to
take the mutes in and out, and
Yeah.
someone who could just be focused. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, like it just goes to show you that if you have the resources, you can solve any problem.
Yep, 100%.
There's no question.
Well, video game music is like the new film music in the sense that like there's so much room for a good composer to be really creative and like flex their muscles and explore the things they can do. Chris is clearly extremely talented. He's also quite young, and pride of Toronto.
Well, this was boy, I'm doing terribly here. This was this was the I think his first time doing something like this, and he said that he didn't consider himself particularly versed in that kind of style of music. Oh no.
Oh, you're already down to 2 lives. Gonna hit you with that safe. Oh, there you go.
Like, listen to that screaming trumpet.
Oh,
I'm
good.
hoping that the audio is good for the game audio. Again, it's a little tough. Let me know if you're having a hard time hearing the music. Oh, so I think that there's probably 3 phases here with the simple. I might lose this. I was fixated on other things before.
There are 3 phases with the simple.
Yeah.
Sausages. Oh no.
Oh, I think I hit the can there.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I don't think I hit the actual. Oh no.
Oh, devastating.
All right, let me try.
You were very close.
I was pretty close.
See, we haven't got that far in this level yet, so I haven't got to the point where she throws
You see the hot dog
steak at you.
The Frankfurters.
There was a steak. She threw like a T-bone.
Oh, she threw. Yeah. Yeah, so like just the sheer amount of animation that's involved
Oh,
in
so
Whoops,
clever. It's so
it's
clever.
it's the sort of thing. The irony is, wow, I'm doing so terribly. I guess it's because I'm having to talk while I'm doing it. It's not a skill I normally. So the thing about like it's independent studios. I'm just gonna retry this. It's independent game studios that are able to sort of like push the envelope here and make smaller games that don't require a multi-million-dollar budget.
Well,
be
not
able
only
to-
that, they don't have tons of people above them and layers who they have to answer to, who have
Yeah.
expectations, like the big studios who are going to be making,
Yeah,
whatever for, and like Shoot Guns 6.
yeah. Well, the thing,
Stuff
yeah,
like that, where that you have a ton of people who are like, this is what the game needs to look like, this is what you need to expect. When it's small studios like this, they can,
you have more creative control.
yeah, but as a result, you get a completely and utterly charming,
Oops.
like, well-designed game that can appeal to tons and tons of different people.
Yeah, it's been one of the more interesting aspects of that was basically just to save my I knew I was going to get hit by that save.
Oh, really? You used it just for that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I try and do it for the damage, but it's a little bit of invincibility there if you. Oops. I keep forgetting that. All right, so here we go to the hot dog. I've got 4 hits. I'll probably be okay.
Oh, she goes into a cooker and comes out. I missed that happened.
Oh yeah, it's like it's super it's super delightful. I mean, like there's just.
Oh, that steak was pink. You could have smacked it.
I could have smacked it. Yeah, I don't bother going for the parries.
Do you not? I waste a lot of energy going for the parries.
It's not worth it because you only get the only advantage
That's
is
so interesting.
you get the score.
Well, yeah, but you also get an extra card, and you get to your like big shoot sooner. I don't have nearly as many of the like bonus thingies activated as you do. So, gorgeous. I think you got it.
Yeah, I don't care so much about the super. Like
The super is what makes it for me most of the time. Otherwise, I can't win.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
C minus.
C
Well done,
minus.
boss.
Oh, Melissa's in the chat. Hi, Melissa. Sorry you weren't able to join us today. John is here as well in the chat. You can say hello. You can ask questions. Melissa will be able to answer remotely through the chat. Amelia, also, we can answer them on stream. Very good. So here's another level that's... this is one where we you fight while you're on an airplane. You have a bit of a dogfight here.
Okay, so you're now into levels I have yet to reach.
Okay.
Oh, that guy's great.
So yeah, all of this would have been done with just like the most just very time consuming, very labor intensive, and I think that like Chris, the composer, really threw himself at getting that sense of the jazz band, and then for the orchestral stuff, the Korngold kind of Steiner influence.
Yeah.
Oops. I was pounding with my spread.
I remember at one point he's when we were there, I was like, "You've just got me playing alto flute on a few notes here," and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, if you want to throw it in other places, you can."
Oh no! Oh, I didn't get that.
And I was like, I am not allowed to make changes.
Well, this is the thing. He's obviously someone who's. I obviously don't remember these guys as well as I thought I did. So.
Well, you're a level 2 here.
Oh, I've got to hit. So you know what? I might show. I might. Oh, whoops! I might see if I can. If I can show the difficult mode here, because that's it's a different. Like here, you have to hit the guns.
Oh, I couldn't even figure out what you were shooting at, because yeah, she's in the back. You can't hit her.
Oh, nuts. Well, if I get one in line, I'll use my super here. Oh, that's the.
Who's supposed to be driving?
Come on!
Oh, devastating. Who's supposed to be driving that plane?
There's a pilot somewhere.
You've got like a buddy.
Yeah. Oh, look, you see him? You see?
I do. Guy? I just am like curious as to who that is.
It's just some dude.
So he throws balls at you.
Yeah.
Tennis
And
balls.
the cat throws up some yarn.
Oh my gosh. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
This is part of why it takes me so long to beat this, is because I spent the first sort of like 10 attempts at trying to beat a level just
Oh,
figuring
yeah.
out like what the
Whoops.
shtick, like the
Yeah.
bones and exactly what happens. Probably not 10 times, probably, 20 times easily before I get it figured out where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah. So it's funny. Last night when I did my test run, I did it with I was able to do the simple, basically without a loss. It's the talking element that I'm very much out of practice.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I
You
swear.
can still
everybody-
talk and play this better than I think probably most folks, I would say. Oh, Che Guevara dog is taken care of.
All right, let's try this again. If I get one on one of the, here we go. I can do
You've
that.
got a full blast if you, yeah, there you go.
I'll do a little bit. But just like look at all the character in like the plane itself.
No, it's wonderful.
It's truly
It tilts a little with you as you move.
yeah.
Like, it's beautifully designed. The other thing that we had been marveling so much about ever since we started playing the original one of this is that, like, yeah, I'm not a gamer, but I grew up with a Nintendo. I've played, your standard amount of video games for somebody born in 1985, and like games that are level based like this, where you play, yay.
There we go.
Aw.
See, there she is in the top right hand. Yeah.
Where you play a level at a time, and you play the level over and over and over again until you beat it. Most of the games, Mario Brothers, Mega Man, all those games that you play, the level's basically the same every time. So there's always going to be, this bomb is always going to be where it was before. So if you can remember where that was, you can hop over it, that kind of thing. But with these, they're not the exact same. Like the ants we were playing, the level before this, I think, where you have kind of 3 levels across the screen. He doesn't go across 1, across 2, across 3, and then down to 2, and then down to 1 every time. He'll go 1, 2, and then he might come back down to 1. So you can't get into the rhythm of it the way that, like, there was a point where like I could beat some of those games, Mario Brothers games, with just my hands, like not even really paying attention because I knew the rhythm of what it was. But like you can't with this. They have not made it so it's exactly the same every time. It's a different formula. I just think it's so clever. Oh, there's Laura playing recorder.
Yeah.
Lovely.
We're very soft in the mix. My goodness.
Well, that's how a recorder would have sounded in it.
I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's lovely.
So these challenges are very interesting because
I don't know how to beat this guy. I tried to do it yesterday. Sorry.
You have to parry his mohawk.
I mean, I understand that, but how do you get to parry his mohawk without getting killed?
So basically, you wait for him to do that. That's one attack that you can do.
But there's almost no time in there.
You sort of figure out the timing because the timing is the same. Oh, I'm too far away. So with this,
is that what that means when he stands? He needs you closer, otherwise he. Wow. Okay.
When he does the come here, he's like
That's genuinely what that means. I just figured that was like a move. Okay.
Whoops, I'm really not.
Oh, you are, yeah. So I think Melissa and I both played on this track. Melissa will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this was sort of an all hands on deck. This one was quite tricky. Right now you're hearing like a sweet violin solo, but when it gets back to the sort of chorus, the refrain part of it, you'll hear lots of the orchestra. Da, 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 da. I like the sassy little a W for me and an L for you.
Okay, we're gonna have to try that again. Melissa says there's a big solo in this one. So
for
you
oboe?
can for oboe, yeah. You can try when there's that attack pattern. You can try it, but it's when he sort of slices upwards. But basically, the big one you want is that dash across, because then you can get 2 hits.
I see.
But like I
I
can try
was just
there,
getting
but
hit when he
there's
dashed
not
across.
enough. There's not a lot of time to react.
No. You basically just have to watch him. So the point of these levels where you go up into the sky to do the king's kind of different
Tournament.
games that he has, the tournament that he has you play, is that you can't use your guns. You don't have any of your weapons. So you just have dashing and parrying in the way the character moves.
Yeah. Oops. Little trumpet.
I don't know who played trumpet on this because I wasn't there. We would have done that separately. Can you see it on the thingy you sent me or no?
You
Oh
can
no, you
probably-
can't. You can't see the brass, and the one you just sent me was the winds.
We'll see if we can get like a credit roll.
Yeah, stick that on the end. That'd be a good idea if you can get to that. Oh, you know what? I apologize. It's not Laura playing recorder. They had a different person come in to play recorder.
Oh, did they?
Laura was playing flute, alto flute, traverso, and piccolo, and they had somebody else come in to play recorder. I stand corrected. That was Allison Melville they had come in.
Now, in my estimation, this is a boss that has too much health.
Too much health, like takes too long?
Yeah. Like,
I agree.
I've seen every attack pattern 10 times.
Yeah, I agree. I actually
The
got
music
annoyed
is
with this
looping.
one.
Yeah.
I very much enjoyed the pawns. There you go. I believe we played on the music for the pawns that they had for this too.
So this would have been Aaron Schwabel for the violin solo?
I don't know. Some of the footage that I saw, I don't think it was him but maybe.
Melissa seems to think it was Aaron, so let's see the pawn.
There's footage that they put out in some of the promos, and I don't think it was him.
Okay.
Playing. But it's possible they had two violinists. What do I know?
Well, they had someone else, obviously, because they showed the video doing the high noon, whatever.
Yeah, I assume that was who was playing all the violin solos, but I don't actually know.
More of a fiddly thing. So.
Oh, that's because it's the same music.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have played. I knew this was the same music. I'll just get out of this. Hold on.
I like this level, mostly because it was the first one I beat. It was the only one that we.
Okay, so that's pawns. We did pawns. We did the knight. We'll do the bishop. So the thing about the bishop, this one you can't actually attack them until the candles are out. There's a bunch of candles.
So you just have to defend yourself until. Okay.
And the problem is invariably there are more and more candles, and then there are also.
Oh, you're blowing them out.
I'm blowing them out, yeah.
Oh.
But also the attack pattern of the bishop ends up being a little bit different here and there.
Yeah, no, unpredictable, exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's actually like this pattern is not so bad. The ones where it's primarily left and right are more challenging, I find.
This is delightful. The headless bishop. Look at him dance.
So we have this guitar solo. Yeah, I guess this is again the similar music. Maybe all of these are the same.
I mean, yeah, I think that's likely the case, is that they use the same tune, if not the same exact recording.
Well, let's see if we.
They did. There were a few recordings like that.
Yeah, maybe the. We'll take a look at the. I can take a look at the rook and I can take a look at the queen, and we can just do a quick. I confess I didn't check. Let's see here. We'll do.
I like this.
I'm pretty sure that that was an element of that's almost certainly stop motion, which is really delightful.
What was?
Just
the turning of the.
Yeah. So that's the.
Which
same.
one's this? This is the castle.
That's the
rook.
Yeah. I mean, the queen's the last one, so maybe there's a different. Yes. Yeah, we played on this one too. Okay, good.
Yeah, you can hear us there. There's a bunch of woodwinds playing.
No, it's a miss. So the way that you actually, the way that you have to play this is eventually you stop seeing everything except for the projectiles.
I mean, says you.
Well, it's sort of like this is back from like again those old school Nintendo. Whoops. Got a little too ambitious there. This might be a problem. I might not make it through.
Everyone is judging you, just so you're aware. No, it's cool. It's nice to see like little samplings of all the levels.
Well, let's see if I'll try this once or twice more. I promised myself that I wouldn't get stuck on anything. Like I wouldn't just waste everyone's time. Which is why
Probably a good promise to make.
the doing this oh no, too late. Nuts. Doing this with on the regular difficulty mode.
I remember practicing this one and being like, all right, well, this isn't so bad. And then actually putting the metronome on and being like, oh, I can't do that.
So I'm having problems parrying those chess pieces.
The kind of wall of the stack of them that comes through.
The stack of them. I guess I need to parry earlier.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Maybe you should be better at this game.
So this is the thing about these sorts of games is that you invariably you figure out the timing of things.
Yeah. Yeah, that's moving fast. I think you're probably right that you... And you're not given a choice. You have to parry that. Otherwise it hits you.
Otherwise it hits
That's
you.
not always the case. That there's
Yeah.
almost every other time when something pink comes across that you can parry to get extra points. You can also skip it. But in that case, you have to. Otherwise it takes a life away. How come you're back to 3 lives? What? I thought you had 5. Oh, do you not get them for the king?
No, you don't get them for the king.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, that's a terrible shot. And like I don't even get my like I have come to rely on my little smoke bomb charm that gives me invincibility when I dash.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a neat thing. I don't think that they did that in the original Cuphead where there was a style of play where they took away your tools.
Yeah.
It's an interesting approach.
Never get out of hitter. No! Oh boy. I've hit her like once, I think.
Well, that's the other thing is because you don't see their...
Those cannons.
Well, you don't see any kind of health power for them. You can see how much...
Oh, yeah.
Or I don't know what HP stands for, but you can't...
Hit points.
Hit points. You can't see how much they have left. You don't know how close you are or how well you're doing. Not really. I mean, you can get an idea.
Yeah.
But especially at the beginning when you're just starting out, you're like...
There we go.
Although it allows you to have sort of a false sense of maybe having accomplished something until you die and then you realize you were 4% of the way through the level.
Yeah. There we go. Doing a little bit better here.
Mm-hmm.
I hear some win-wins. You know, it's probably not a whole lot of.
We were a fairly wee part of this whole big. It's a huge, big scope. This soundtrack. Our part was small but mighty. There you go.
Oh, I got hit right at the end. But I still, that's okay. That's fine.
Aww.
Okay, so I'll go back down here. There's a couple of people. Oh yes, there's someone that I need to. We'll finish out the bosses here. We did Mountain Man. Here's the cold crew. I think this one's pretty big bandy. Yes.
Oh, fabulous. So I can't say for sure. I know Chris also did some of the, like the composer also did at least some of the percussion as well.
He's a percussionist, yeah.
He's an excellent percussionist, yeah. And so I'm sure they had more than just one person, but maybe not. He may have done all of it himself. But you certainly hear that featured on this track for sure. Did he just try to hit you with a whale?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, there's like a great sense of like whimsy.
The old-timey ghosts in the background?
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
Yeah, I mean it really is a love letter to the golden age of animation, there's no question.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so this is phase 2. Oops, I forgot that I can't dash through things.
Why not?
Because I don't have that charm.
Oh. Well,
I'm-
turn
I'm-
it back on.
Yeah, no, but you can't. Oh, yeah, I guess you know what?
You can.
I can.
Yeah.
I put on my extra live just to try and prevent.
This abominable snowman guy is
Yeah.
real creepy. Oh, is he? Are those flying popsicles?
Yeah, they're flying popsicles.
Phenomenal.
Those the jazzers that they also got, they got some of, like, I'm presuming the country's, like, true studio session people. There's some screaming trumpet stuff. You know, that kind of sound and those sorts of like, it's really a very specific.
Yeah, not just anybody with a trumpet can make that sound.
Oh yeah, I
There you go.
Probably. So there's usually again a third phase. I'll see if I can. There's a lot of vibraphone in that one. But throughout this, you hear mostly vibraphone, which is, very typical jazz. You also hear some xylophone as well. So a reminder for everybody out there that we are doing a video game concert that is a celebration of, like, the library of video game music to date. In November, let's see, just grab the date again here.
12th.
November the 12th. It's a Saturday, I believe, at the Isabel. Really going to be something. Have I done all of them? Have I gotten through everybody? Is there one more?
I'm not sure, because I don't know. What's that guy? Have you talked to that guy? We haven't been down here.
Uh,
Oh, no, we have.
Okay, so this is, yeah, we have. So I have done all of the bosses except for Saltbaker. I'm going to cut to there's actually a secret boss that I'm going to fight. With this island, you can buy a charm that seems to be broken and allows you to sort of solve a little puzzle.
Adorable.
And then you fight an angel and a devil, which have a really interesting mechanic. I'll actually just sort of show the mechanic directly first. Oh no, I need, how many coins do I have? 7?
Oh, you gotta go buy it?
I gotta go buy
From
it.
Pork Rind?
Yeah.
I think Pork Rind might be my favorite character. I'm not 100% sure, but he's certainly up there.
So on this file, I actually took this little shortcut so I didn't have to fight anybody.
What? Amazing. Okay, you gotta
Let's
listen to
see.
Pork Rind's voice.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
you turned it off.
I turned off sound effects, yeah. Where's the chaser? Do we have the chaser? No, it's the least expensive thing. Heart ring. Come on, give me the chaser. No! Oh, that's really bad.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I really need chaser for that to be able to... let me try.
He's looking at his watch, Evan.
Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a...
Bye. That's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
Bye.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Let's see. I'm going to take just a quick second to see if I can... what do I have for on my, like, fresh file here? I'm going to see what sort of money I have. See if there's a particular shot type that it's sort of lucky as to whether or not you can... the order that these things pop up is random.
I don't know that you have a ton of money over here. 7.
7. I don't have any. I don't have any. So let's go back to Pork Rind over here. Let's see what's for sale.
What is it you're looking for?
Chaser.
Oh, right, you said that. Well, buy the cheap thing and... Broken Relic?
Broken Relic, yeah. Twin Heart Nuts. All right, so what I can try to do here is I can try to do...
Are you just looking for something that gets you to this level, or are you looking for something that allows you
No, I just want to be able to beat it. So the thing is that...
Oh, just show us the level. You don't have to beat it.
Let's see. So in that case,
Everyone has already judged you.
All right. Actually, I suppose that I have... let's see, Heart Ring, Electrobolt. Okay, well, let's try that. Because that's one that it really does, in fact, benefit from... oh, whoops. That's one that really does, in fact, benefit from being able to, for example...
That shortcut. I did not know you could do that.
There's a coin over here. If you go all the way over here, there's a coin behind the bakery.
Amazing. Okay, sweet.
Which I actually, Someone said, go behind the trees. You can get there without fighting any of the bosses. Like, because you want to get to these gravestones. Oh, no, I have to do it on my other file because I've unlocked the puzzle and blah, 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 blah. Okay, whoops.
Stay with us, everyone.
You know. So this actually has...
This song was in my head for weeks after we recorded this.
Oh, no, nuts. Which file is this? It's got to be this one. It's got to be my 15%. So this is my 14% file. If it's the wrong one, we'll just take another 10 seconds. And there we go. Very good. So what do I have here? Shot B. Nope. Charm. Oh, and you're the smoke bomb. Okay, great. Well, that's something. Let's take
What
a
a relief.
And you notice the hourglass is shattered here. So with this one, you only get hit from the direction you're facing.
Oh.
See?
Lots of harp in this.
Yeah. So anyway, let's retry this and I can actually do a... Wow. All right. No problem.
Are they switching places when you move where you're facing? Okay, so only the devil shoots at you.
Only the devil shoots at me, and I only damage the devil. So there's only one phase in this fight. Only one phase, but it's challenging.
Clearly.
Oops, fell off the edge.
What is the skeleton in the background, do you think?
Oh, that's what's his face from that's Jack Skellington.
Well, except with horns.
Oh. Oh, I don't know how close I am. Oh, nuts.
You died.
Yeah, so I won't bother going through that one. That's fine.
That's neat, though.
Yeah,
that's neat.
If I had a different shot ability, that could make it a little, because you have the ability to buy from good old pork rind various types of shots.
Your soul is now trapped in the night.
Yeah. So we'll go back. There's the one more boss we haven't taken a look at.
Is there?
The thing is, you don't actually. Yeah, it's a Saltbaker.
The big bad. Sure.
Yeah. Now we don't get unfortunately you don't get to refight that fight, which is which is why I made that special.
Oh, once you beat the bad, the you can't do it again.
The angel and the devil, you can't refight that. Yeah.
My apologies. Okay.
But it's too bad, because then I would be able to show it I'd be able to beat it. But who cares? That's every phase. That's everything. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. Actually, no. Hold on.
Hold on, everyone.
Invincibility. There we go. That's what my super will be. Oh, you don't actually even get the chance to. This can't be simple.
No, that makes sense to me that they wouldn't let you beat
Final boss. Yeah.
the final boss without. Well, you also can't get there anyway. If you've beat all the other ones on simple, you don't have any of the ingredients.
Yeah. So this one's wild because there's just a
now
ton
he's
of
very sinister.
There's a
Sugar
ton
cubes,
of projectiles going at you.
Egg yolks, bunnies.
Yeah, like cookie bunnies.
Got it. Straws.
Straws.
Oh yeah, he's making a tart. Limes.
Yeah, the limes are the worst.
Well, sure. Some dough.
So I'm using I'm using a gun here that it's going to be very slow, but it basically allows me to constantly be firing at him without having to worry. So I can focus in on the projectiles. So this is actually a very useful.
Oh, they're kind of like
It's
a
homing in, yeah.
heat-seeking, a homing.
It's
Cool.
it's a very weak projectile, and I'm already like.
But you don't have to
quite-
aim. You can just run and gun, and
Yeah.
you can defend yourself. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So this I'm gonna switch up to get the salt shakers going at the. You basically hit the salt shakers enough, and they start to
Pepper.
pepper shakers, and they start to go kablooey at the chef.
Oh, it makes him sneeze?
Makes him sneeze. Yeah. Well, that's how you do your damage here. Oops. Some great vibraphone here.
Mhm.
Oh boy, I'm like losing my attention span here. Okay. Final phase. Oh man.
Sweet bass solo.
Yeah. Yeah, if I recall correctly,
This is insane! There aren't any other levels that have you going up a platform like this. That's...
oh, I would have been very close
You
with that.
died! Whoa, you were so close!
Let's see if I can do it. There actually is one where you're not going upwards constantly, but there's one that's sort of like that. So
Is there? Okay.
yeah, it's a the third phase of the whoops. I'll just retry. It's too soon for me to be taking a hit. The third phase of that, like after the abominable snowman on regular difficulty, there's like a sort of like a maniacal snowflake.
Oh, and you have to go up and down? Or
You
up?
have you're on some platforms that basically So, but the benefit of this little snot shooter is that, like, yeah, I mean, there's all this. You have to basically ignore these beautiful animations that are taking place.
Yeah. Well, I don't have to. I get to watch.
Yeah.
And listen to the... You know it's the bad guy, the big bad guy, because there's organ.
Yeah, it's pretty typical. Oh my goodness, this is not good. Well,
You still
If
got
I-
3 lives.
if I take any hits during this, okay, that's too much. I'm not gonna make it. Where did that even come from? I didn't even see where that fireball comes. So I'll try this a couple times if I can't. But you know what? Maybe I will in fact try and do this a few times because we want to be able to see the credit sequence, and I'm pretty sure
It would be very cool to see the credit sequence.
this is the
even
only
with musicians,
opportunity I think to be able to see the credits is for me to actually beat the game. So I've done it
Do you
before.
want me to be quiet? Should we be quiet?
No, it's okay. We'll just we've only been going at this for like 50 minutes. If I take another 10 to beat it, it's probably not the end of the world. If it starts to get like really dire, like I'm just playing terribly, then maybe we'll see what's up.
I like that he's using food to fight you,
Oh yeah,
as opposed to like, the knives that are behind him. Like it's
Yeah.
so much more delightful.
oh there's
Squeezing the box of strawberries.
character,
Yeah.
but like look at all these projectiles, like it's just nuts.
Yes, I don't understand.
It very much feels like like a final boss fight. Oh, I could have parried that too. All right, well, let's see what's up.
You got this. Do you want to use your big guy? I don't know, maybe that's not worth it in this one. Because you're not shooting him, you're shooting them.
Ah. So yeah, I used the super there to get a moment of invincibility. I changed my super up.
I don't think I realized you could do that.
It's
Oh,
that's
devastating.
very bad.
That sucks.
Very bad. All right, well, whatever. I might as well like this. The
Yeah,
problem
yeah,
is,
you've come this far. Play to the end.
wow, that's
Oh,
a
'cause
big hitbox.
They
Big
kicked you.
hitbox.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll try. We'll try a few more times here. Let's see what's up. Um, this is what the game is like most of the time. It's just like,
Yes. Yeah.
you basically
Stopping and restarting.
yeah. Now this, I will say, this is, and it's there's consensus on the internet. This guy is the hardest boss in all of Cuphead. And the thing is, they actually, for the DLC, it's not a very friendly DLC. It's not the sort of thing that is like there to sort of convince new players.
Definitely not. No.
It's-
No, it's an
it's-
extension of the same game
Yeah,
to
it's
give the people who
extension.
loved the original game some more content.
Yeah, and like they upped the difficulty level, which is their prerogative, and like frankly, there's like I think that that's great.
So you do think it's harder than the original
Oh,
one?
it's absolutely harder. Like I would say that
Interesting.
the average difficulty of boss for the DLC is significantly harder than the average difficulty of the main game.
Well, that's kind of a comfort.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get hit there. That's good. Oh, nuts. Oh my goodness, no! Whoa, I can't believe I missed that fireball.
You got this.
Okay, good. Go back to my...
I'll watch those dancers.
See, the thing is, their hitbox is so large. Like, they just
Yeah.
take up a lot of room on the screen. And there's that little... this little dude on the end here, too. Like, that little,
The pizza
Some-
cutter?
pizza cutter, yeah.
Or whatever that is?
So I'm... oh, come on, really?
Oh, devastating. You got
I
this.
think-
You got this. You got this. Nice. Give it a smack.
I'm getting low. That's... there we go.
Ah, you got it! Oh, excellent. We're going to get a shot at the credits now, too. Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see what your grade was. What do you think your grade's going to be?
That's going to be like a C minus.
I don't know. 2 stars. I think that might be a B minus.
Are you
B
kidding?
plus.
Wow.
Well done.
Wow.
So did she get to come back to life because he turns out to be a bad guy and they like
Yeah,
can't
so,
have the tart? Does she?
yeah, what ends up happening is there's that cutscene that you unfortunately can't see again, and where it's revealed that he's a bad guy and he's sort of imprisoned her, and he's like, I'm
Mhm.
going to use this for my own good. Come, try and stop me.
Got it. So it still
So-
works.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she,
Dastardly salt maker.
Gadzooks. This probably isn't one you played on. The destruction of the bakery.
No, I think I did. I mean, it sounds familiar, but
Yeah.
it has been almost a year.
My bakery.
Oh.
Yeah. Serves him right. Yeah, you're never going to get the Wonder Chart. Oh, it's okay. I don't want to have to sacrifice a soul. We're going to stop searching.
Aw.
Oh, I actually stopped it at a little piccolo, I suppose. So I'll just skip through all this stuff.
Oh, you are able to skip. Oh, these are great though. These these are fabulous. Oh, it looks like
Oh,
Salt Baker's in jail.
yeah.
Brushing the whale's teeth.
Yeah, I mean, just all the time involved in
Well, and for such a small team.
Yeah.
You know, credits at the end of video game, it's often just lines and lines and lines of people, but this is not that many people.
Well, there's actually, you know, there is a crawl afterwards, and like of course for the
Okay.
DLC it ends up being quite a bit, but like, you know, it's still, yeah, relatively small. And there are some games. There's again with the independent studios where it's like
Playing checkers with the king and queen.
virtually nothing. Look at the king. He's like, where do I go?
Yeah, I don't know how to play this game.
So there's Christopher's credit, individual credit, soundtrack composed.
I could use a pie. It looks nice.
So that's to you, our sincere appreciation of the members of our team whose loyalty and creative endeavor made possible this production. Yeah, look, stop motion, very good. King, I knew it. King of Games is Castle. So yeah, we're just gonna skip through some of this. Get to the music. Sound design. That's not it. That's Melissa too, of course. Melissa's still here in the chat. I see. Hello, Melissa.
Okay, so those are the folks who recorded it, editing, additional recording, mastering.
There's Laura Chambers. This is the Cuphead Jazz Orchestra. You're part of the Inkwell Isle Symphony, I think.
No, you. What? Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, Jen Steven, I know her, the tuba player.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there. Yeah. So Chris Madigan percussion, Baker Shakers. Oh, they had so many people. This is so cool.
David Pell on bass trombone. He's local.
Just the administrative, like. Oh,
Yeah.
Paul Tarasov is local too, on trombone there.
Drew Jareka, interesting. He's quite a talented guy. The choristers. And those are the trio there, those starred one, the asterisk ones.
Oh, the trio singers. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here's all the violins. So this is all just like these are the
Holy
people,
cannoli.
you know, tons of.
Oh, there's Lissa,
Lissa's
Marcus
there.
Schultz, Bijan,
Yeah.
Alex. Yeah, these are all people that we know for sure.
Musol, Rory McLeod.
Musol, yeah. Wu played in
yeah.
youth orchestra with me.
Oh,
Rory
yeah?
McLeod. Yeah.
So here we go. There's Amelia Lyon.
Sybil Shanahan. She played at my wedding. Sorry.
Laura Chambers and Amelia Lyon, Melissa Scott in the woodwind. Sorry, I can't stop it, but
It's fine.
there you are. There
Yeah,
you go.
Kristen, Kevin, Allison on recorder. Jen Steven playing tuba again there.
Yeah.
Andrew Rasmuth did timpani. Oh, and Dan Morphy, Laura's partner, played percussion on it as well.
Shoptimus Prime. Yeah, bunch of locals here. Oh, he was also Chris Madigan was also the orchestra librarian. That's
Well,
funny.
sure.
Yeah. All right, then we got a bunch of other.
Very cool.
Let's see. Anybody here? Family and friends.
Fine.
Yes, that's Oh, Melissa, I if you have a solo at the end of that, and I skipped through the credit music. Sorry.
Cool.
Yes, that's basically it. So I think what I can do too is like I'll do the just as a bit of an epilogue. I will do the Mountain Man, so you can see phase 3 because it's like it's really. Like for the first, I mean, the thing is, I guess people could go to the ants first. Like this is naturally the first place you might go to. I naturally went from the beginning area here. I'm like, oh, here's the first dude. It's this Mountain Man, and he just clobbered me. Let's see. So super art. Yeah, we want that to be. Maybe I want to try using the chaser for.
You've been talking about this chaser.
Well, it was just, I mean, that's how I was able to beat the Saltbaker, so, let's try this.
Oh, the chaser's the heat seeking, the like...
Heat seeking, yeah.
Whatever. Got it.
I always love how each one of these he starts by pulling up his pants.
Well, yeah.
I swear, every time there's a geese, it's like, let's raise up the one platform that you're on.
Get off the platform. Honk.
Like, look at all this nonsense. There's
Yeah.
just crap everywhere.
No, you've already lost 2 of your pillars.
Yeah.
That bear's gonna get you.
Okay, that's phase 1. And I don't have my invincibility dash, so I need to...
I really like these. Oh, it's a puppet of King Dice and the devil.
Uh-huh.
I just caught that.
Oh boy, this is bad. So there's just garbage everywhere, all the time. There are dudes that are... Okay, whoops. How did I get hit by that at the very end? Alright, let's
You're
switch
not
to
gonna
phase 3 here. So I get eaten. And the thing about this is you have to basically... Then platforms start disappearing. And... one of them you have to parry to get them back. What? I was on it. You can't do that while I'm on it. So let me try that just once or twice more. But that's basically it. I mean, the thing is, each attempt really does just take a couple, you know, thankfully, a couple minutes. Whoop. Brutal. Oh, all of these projectiles. Alright, so I took one hit there, I suppose. That's not so bad. I would much rather... I'm really glad that these puppets, they amuse you so.
I think they're really fun. Well, also the mountain man. Look at him. He's having such a good time.
Yeah. I'm doing okay here. There we are. Alright, phase 3.
You got this.
So you have to worry about the stuff that he throws to, you know, that he chucks. And you have to worry about these other platforms. These other projectiles that
They're
come
like
from...
gators or something down there.
Yeah. So you also have to be, like, you have to try and stay central because these things disappear. I don't think that that's fair that they can do it to the one that you're standing on.
Well,
I'm going to complain to the
yeah, you can let them know.
management.
I'm sure they'll take your feedback into serious consideration.
There we go. So that's
A knockout.
that's phase 2 there. And you know what? Pardon me. There's another really cool phase 3. We'll that's the one with the dog fight.
Okay, I got one left in me, and then I.
Okay. Yeah. No. That's good. I think that'll be an appropriate period of time. Do I actually want the chaser for this one? Maybe I don't. I think I want spread. Okay. Well, that's a very poor beginning. I think my favorite sort of just character design for the DLC is that the fighter.
Shake dog?
No, the lady dog.
Oh, the second one.
Yeah. There's just like she has like this attitude that is quite a.
There she is. Here she comes. Oh, never mind. She was just hanging out in the back for a sec.
Well, you see her a lot in the.
Yeah, second bed.
Okay, that's good. I think I'm getting close. Yep. So phase 2 is these circle dogs. We didn't see this before. This is actually not that hard of a second phase.
Bow.
Bow.
Bow. Wow.
Yeah. Ooh, that was close. A little harmony trumpet solo there. Oops, what did I get hit by there? Did I get hit by a bow? Maybe.
Or maybe a wow.
All right, so this ends up getting a little crazy because it's like the screen tilts. This is different than last time.
Oh no.
Oops, that's the. Yeah, I just enjoy her attitude. I think it's very funny. Ah,
You got your full guy.
what? Oh, anyway, so
You
that's.
should have used your big thing.
I should use my big thing. Anyway, I don't need to do that
Devastating.
again. I just wanted to
Alright,
show everybody.
very
That's-
cool.
That's a fun thing.
Looks
so
like
that's
your skills have gone AWOL, Fleabag.
yeah. So that's Cuphead, and you know our musicians Amelia and Melissa were a very important part of that, and
Very tiny, important part.
you know we have you will audience members may notice that we've been trying to I want to make sure that I'm articulating myself properly here. The notion of like what is a masterwork and what belongs on our masterwork series, I think is broader than what many other orchestras would consider. And for example, when we came back to our to the stage after the pandemic for the first time as even a chamber orchestra in late September of 2021, the first thing the orchestra played amidst physical distancing, plexiglass shields in front of all of our winds, was a piece by Austin Wintory from the video game Journey, which is a very rich and emotionally fulfilling uh, piece of music. And we're going to be doing more and more of those sorts of things, you know, contemporary music from other digital media, because I think that like there's no question that Brahms and Beethoven and Mozart, these are all people who write music that is, of course, masterworks. But it's an interesting time, and we've built up a lot of repertoire from a bunch of other mediums, and I think we're going to be exploring some of that as time goes on. So
Love it.
that
Looking
is-
forward to it.
that's Cuphead. And thank you both, Melissa, for joining in the chat, and Amelia for joining me through the magic of the video call to be able to check this out.
Thanks, Evan.
Make sure that you all
was lots of
come.
fun.
Thank you very much. So make sure you come in November. Season important announcements coming soon. Lots of fun stuff from the Kingston Symphony. Stay tuned. We will be very much throwing more your way. Bye, everybody.
Bye.